Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Ryan in Nigeria's Journal. I'm Tamara, and here with me is.
Osas, hello guys.
I hope your week is going on well. So, on today's episode of Rants, I think the topic I'll be talking about is concerning the huge responsibility placed on people based abroad by family members back home in Nigeria and Africa. So do you want to start? Do you want to comment? Because I can see your face the way
Look, comment.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't think that comment will just be somehow. Let me just even rant about it.
Yeah, we're listening.
It's the unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
Very unrealistic. And that it makes very many of us, I don't know, for those now who don't understand where I'm coming from, it makes many of us like beast of burden. Where you have to just slave, literally slave, for family members to be okay back home. Now, it's honorable because you want a better life for them.
Yeah.
You know, what actually breaks my heart is seeing how they just waste these resources. They just think that, oh, you are abroad. The moment you arrive abroad, you start picking, dollars, pounds, name it, gold from the streets. There are jobs we do here that we don't do back home. In fact, we wouldn't even do them back home.
You even think about
You
it.
won't think about it. And there are so many of us. Do you know how many years you sometimes will have to dodge police? These are the stories we don't even tell, don't relate back home. Oh, my son, my brother, my uncle has been abroad for 5, 6, 7 years. He has not visited once. Do they even bother to ask, how about your documentations? Are you even legal? How are you coping?
How is it over there?
How is it over there? I mean,
How is the life?
yes. It's mind-boggling. And if you sit down to just try to kind of wrap your mind around how much gets sent back home on a daily basis, I mean, you'll be shocked.
I think that's why there's more app and website now that do money transfer back home in Africa.
Exactly.
Because if it's not that popular or common, you won't be having them coming up to
Exactly.
make it easy
Yes.
for people to transfer money
Yes.
back home. So on my own side, when it comes to this topic, there are many variables to it. I still try to give people benefit of the doubt on the basis that maybe they don't know what is actually happening here abroad, because some people paint this picture of it's been all rosy, taking pictures, nice place, dress well and everything. They don't really give them the realities, the things they needed to do, the bills, the whole thing, the whole picture of it, not just showing the pretty side. Yes, this place is developed. There's constant power. When you pay for something, you have access to it and everything. But that's the emphasis. The emphasis is laid on you paying for it. If you don't pay for it, you don't get it. And imagine where the weather is very cold and you don't have money to pay for heating, or you don't have money to pay for electricity, or you don't even have money to pay for your telephone bills or internet bills and everything. And how much are you being paid for a salary, because you have to pay tax on it? Then they will be expecting you to send money home. But you now, as per the way you were raised, and like, oh, I need to also take care of people back home, you will struggle. You try to bring out money from the little you make and you send it back home, only for you to realize later that they didn't make use of the money the right way, or they even complaining that you are being stingy and you're only sending something small, that see your mates, see what they're sending. Do you know what those my mates are doing? That they're sending that money. Have you asked? Because that's another thing back home, that they don't ask the source of your money. They just want you, give me. I want to see your money. They just want you to come home, splash money, buy drinks, spray them money and everything. Nobody bother asking how you make it. That's why you hear that, somebody that just came to Nigeria or Africa now went back abroad. He has been arrested. What happened? Drug.
Yep.
Fraud. He's a con artist.
Yes.
Scam. All those things. Nobody bothers to ask, like what you just said now, like nobody even wants to, how are you coping? You are far away from family. How is it?
Let me quickly just tell, it's just a short story, right? Years back, I visited home, okay? And, trying to just hang out now. I went out with my younger brother and a few friends, some of his friends. Oh boy. If you see the way they were drinking, I was paying for it, but...
And that's another point I want to raise. Somebody that doesn't work for something, we don't appreciate.
It was like there was a branch of breweries of that brewery at that table. And it got me thinking, if you all worked for this money, would you spend it this way?
Nope.
Do you understand?
Nope.
Now, considering the fact that you get messages, let me also shock you. Family members will send you a text, they will send you a call, give you a call. Oh, I'm sick, I have typhoid, I'm about to die. Because you can't actually see them.
Whether that's the actual state of
things. You panic.
Of course.
Many of us.
You take loan.
Thank you. Many of us will borrow money.
Yeah.
To send home.
Only for you to
waiting
find out.
To offset it. Most of us, sometimes we have an overdraft.
Of course.
Waiting on your next payday, that money gets taken out. Then you now have to ration yourself here.
To cope.
You look at yourself, okay, what do I have to kind of sacrifice? I don't think I need this for this month. I don't think I need that for this month. You're making sacrifices that you ought not to make. And by the time you are now ready to even start your own life, you're tired.
Of course. You're tired now. You've used all your youth to work.
And some get lucky. You send money home.
And they make use of it.
They make good use of it.
Good use of it, yeah. Few.
Most of us, you go home, they now start telling you stories.
Yeah, this is how something happened.
That is, if you're lucky enough to return back alive. There are some.
They don't make it.
You ask questions, they don't make it. So, at the end of the day, you then ask yourself, is it even worth it? If you don't send money, you're damned.
Of course.
If you do send money, they tell you it's not enough, you're damned. They now tell you, go and look at your mate.
Yeah.
He traveled this.
See the house.
These houses.
See the houses.
See the car he brought.
See what you are sending.
You're just forced. You're pushed beyond. It's mind-boggling, to be honest.
It's a sad state of things.
And at some point, look, we don't know how. I think we should start telling ourselves the truth or speaking up. We should start looking after ourselves first.
Of course, because you have to look after yourself for you to be able to take care of another person,
See, it's this. Oh, I want my family not to suffer. Because I'm suffering here, I don't want them to suffer.
What if you up and die suddenly? How are you going to be able to take care of them? Because the little money you are making will stop coming, and if you stop coming, it will stop going to them. So you have to also be okay
Do you see
in the right frame of mind.
the state of the houses, the accommodation most of us live in here?
Oh my
abroad?
God.
I mean, these are stories they won't say back home. And to imagine, there was a day I was thinking, right? You work so hard, send money home, and they build you this mansion, right? They build you this mansion. Beautiful home. 4, 5, 6 bedroom,
Yeah.
right? It's lying there in your hometown.
Yeah.
If you're lucky enough, you get to visit home once every year.
Yes.
You spend 2, 3, 4 weeks at the most. Then you return back.
Yes.
Where's the logic in just
Having something big like
something big back home where you spend millions of naira?
that? Yeah.
It's just sitting there. And you're here. You get to travel home once a year. That's if you're lucky.
It's
Because
not
you
bringing
have
you money.
It's not bringing you money.
It's just tied down.
Exactly. There are some states. I come from, the south, Edo State. If you know how many of us have traveled, you think by now Edo State should be like what? Dubai.
Yeah, because you see the way the other cities have been developed.
Do you understand?
Yeah, to
But
replicate that
it's
same thing.
so, then you begin to ask yourself,
What's
in
that?
spite of the amount of money that's pouring into that place,
Every day.
what are you using your money for? Just buy land, build house. Why aren't we coming together to set up businesses? Why? Must we all
Or
be in
even
this competitive mode?
investing in the youth, your
you.
family members. Instead of giving them money, invest in their ideas, something that can change their own life, something that that can sustain them on the long run. They don't have to rely on you on the long run and keep calling you and asking for money. Oh, this happened, And I feel that's what will take us to our own suggestion of a way out of this mess. My own suggestion is that as people back home, my advice is that if you have somebody abroad, actually have a genuine interest in knowing the state of that person. Find out about how the person is faring. It's not only about money and everything. And if you need help from them, come up with ideas, come up with things you can do that they can invest in to grow, so that you'll be able to depend on yourself. You don't need to be calling the person every time, because the person also have their own family. They also have their responsibility. They also have things they want to do for themselves. Then as per the people that are abroad, yes, you have a responsibility to take care of your family back home. That's by you exposing them to opportunities, to the world outside Nigeria. So instead of you handing money over to them, tell them to come up with brilliant ideas. Let them brainstorm. Let them learn skills. Even if they want to come abroad, you want to bring them abroad, tell them this is the things you need to do. I'm going to show you the way, but you work for it, because it's not easy. You have to learn how to make it, because if I just hand it over to you, you won't know how to make it.
Yeah.
And I'm doing you a disservice, because by the time I'm no longer there, you will not be able to handle it yourself.
Exactly.
So I feel it's on both parties, the ones that are abroad and the ones that are back home. They need to play their roles to get the best out of them, because it's like when a member of a family step out of the country, is exposed to the world stage and everything, is open to new ideas and everything. Oh, let me take it back home. Let me also bring it to my people. Let them to be exposed. Let them to be open to these opportunities and everything. It's not about me go and look for money and slaving myself, then I'll not come and hand you over the money. No, that's not your job. So I feel that's the new narrative that should be adopted. What do you think? At least to just summarize it before.
Yes, yeah, you are very, very correct. I think we should all learn. First things first. Learn to unlearn so many things. I think we've come to a point where you just can't sustain it. Can't sustain it anymore. So it's best, instead of handing money,
Yeah.
just making them lazy
Yeah.
and spoiling them rotten. Let them come up with initiatives. It will not only benefit them, it will also benefit you.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So you can have something to always go back onto.
Yeah.
Enough of this, slaving. You just slave. You get the money and you send it home,
Yeah.
and then it's misused.
Yeah, investment that would generate further wealth
Exactly.
and money.
Thank you.
Not something you will spend and
You
it
just-
ends at
yeah,
that point in time.
Consumption,
Yeah,
that's-
consumption.
You make, you consume. You make, you consume.
Yeah.
So I think we should also learn to
Yes.
be productive and
Yes.
get them to become productive as well.
Yes.
Not just leeches, just take. So that's just we have a lot to deal with on that topic. But for now, I think we just need to kind of unlearn so many things.
Yeah,
Alright?
and just a quick mention of we working on us creating our online community.
Yes.
When that is ready, we're going to share the WhatsApp group
Yep.
link for you guys to join and for us to have this community of like minds and see how we can put or come together and create something that will work for us and also work for people back home.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys, thank you for listening and have a wonderful, enjoy the rest of your week.
And
Because it's
you
already
guys,
middle of the
stay
week.
safe, and God bless.
Bye.
Bye.